Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jew Jets Show. And the end of the season is going to be absolutely insane. So let's just go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and take a trip down memory lane. Because before the season, expectations were through the roof. Everyone was thinking Super Bowl, and if not Super Bowl, the Jets were going to end their 12-year playoff drought. So expectations were very high, and with them bringing in four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers, and with them having a top 5 defense the year prior, those were very reasonable expectations. But then after week 1, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, is reportedly out for the season, and no one knows what to think about the New York Jets. Fast forward to week 8, the New York Jets are 4-3, are currently on a 3-game win streak with a win over the Philadelphia Eagles, actually handed the Eagles their first loss of the season, and are also smack dab in the middle of the AFC playoff picture. But then you fast forward to week 14, the New York Jets are 4-8, are currently on a 5-game losing streak, and have no idea what to do with their offense. The Jets just look like a completely lost team, and it looks like it's another lost season for the New York Jets. But then the Week 14 game against the Houston Texans, the New York Jets win. And not only win, they won by a lot. First blowout victory win in ages. They win 30-6 against a playoff caliber team in the Houston Texans. And the next thing you know, everyone's just crazily talking about the New York Jets, and the possibilities of how they could end the season are just insane. Because if you win this week against the Miami Dolphins and win your next 3 games after that, you finish the season 9-8 and potentially make the playoffs. But if you win this week against the Miami Dolphins, not only do you increase your chance of making the AFC playoffs, but you also see the return of Aaron Rodgers, because it's been reported that Aaron Rodgers is going to be medically cleared to play December 24th, which is next week's game against the Washington Commanders. But he's also only returning to the lineup if the New York Jets are in playoff play. While we might not be eliminated from the playoffs if we lose to the Dolphins this week, the chances of making it are going to be like 0.000001. Like, the chances are going to be really slim, and I doubt we see Rodgers return to the lineup. Also, if you see the Jets win this week, the chances of winning the division also increase. Because if you beat the Miami Dolphins this week, the Dolphins' next 3 games are against the Ravens, Cowboys, and Bills. There's a high chance they lose all 3 of those games, finish the season with a 9-8 record, and if the Jets win out, Jets and Dolphins would finish with the same exact record. Now, there's also a chance that Buffalo could come in, win the division, because their next 4 games are against the Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots, and Dolphins. They have a lot of very favorable games in that stretch as well. I see them finishing the season 10-7, so the Jets probably won't win the division, but the chance is always there. The chance is always there for Aaron Rodgers to come back, lead the Jets to an AFC East title along with the playoff title, and next thing you know, the New York Jets are in the playoffs. That's just if we win this game. But also, if the Jets lose this game, of course, we're probably not going to see Aaron Rodgers come back, but you also could potentially see the New York Jets play themselves into a top 5 pick. Give Aaron Rodgers potentially Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Nabers, Joe Alt, some of the best offensive players in this draft class added to this New York Jets arsenal, and give us more ammunition to ride with heading into the 2024 season. Or you also potentially see us select a quarterback like Drake May or Jaden Daniels. That could potentially be the face of our franchise for multiple years to come. So either way, it's kind of like a win-win situation for the New York Jets, because of course we want them to make the playoffs. I want it more than anything to see the New York Jets make the playoffs, have Aaron Rodgers return. But if not, the results aren't going to be that terrible, because you could potentially see the New York Jets draft themselves a franchise-changing player in this year's NFL draft if they were to lose a lot of their final games of the season. So the end of the season is definitely going to be very, 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 very interesting for the New York Jets, and I'm just excited to see how it plays out. Very excited to see how it plays out. But what are you guys' thoughts on how the New York Jets end the season? What is your final record prediction for the Jets? Comment it down below. And I'm your host, Jets, signing off for now. See you guys later.